Eastern Asia's theatrical history doesn't begin and end with Japan's kabuki theater, although that is the form that most people might recognize. China's rich operatic traditions are often overlooked, but tell us a lot about the country's cultural history. Welcome back to Theater History Thursdays, where today's topic is Kunqu opera, a graceful and poetic form of theater that flourished during the Ming Dynasty. Kunqi opera emerged in the late 14th century, but hit its golden age during the Ming Dynasty, which lasted approximately from 1368 to 1644. Its most memorable stylistic choices are its elegant singing, delicate movements, and rich storytelling. The form wasn't just entertainment, it was considered high art. Kunqi blended literature, music, and dance, so it was considered a refined form of expression that was favored by scholars and aristocrats alike. So, what makes Kunqi so special? One characteristic is definitely its musical style. Performers sing in a soft, melodic tone using pre existing melodies, known as shupai, to convey deep emotion. The music is so extraordinarily melodious and sentimental that it began to be commonly referred to as shui mo diao, meaning water polished music. It's performed by a small ensemble, usually including flutes, strings, and a bamboo percussion instrument called the clapper. Kunchi is also known for its movement. Every gesture is stylized from intricate footwork to graceful spins. The choreography is enhanced through costume choices like flowing sleeves and bright colors, in an effort to transform the stage into a living painting. Even a simple action like opening a door becomes a choreographed moment of beauty. One of the most famous Kunshi works is the Peony Pavilion by Tang Jiangshu in 1598. It's a romantic story about a love so powerful that it transcends life and death. And this show wasn't just popular, it became a cultural sensation and was sometimes performed over several days with 55 acts in its original version. By the 18th century, kunshi had started to decline as other more popular opera styles emerged, but its influence in staging, music, and performances never faded and it isn't lost to history. The Kunshi Society of New York is just one of the organizations dedicated to widespread appreciation of the history and heritage of the form. In fact, in 2001, UNESCO recognized it as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity, thus ensuring the form's preservation for future generations. These efforts to sustain and preserve the form have proven fruitful, as Kunshi is often presented today, especially excerpts from the Peony Pavilion, the opera we discussed earlier. At New Perspectives, we're always revisiting our history and heritage as theater artists, and a form like kunshi reminds us that theater is a craft which requires precision in all its elements. We work closely with actors, designers, and playwrights to make sure that everything we put on stage is aligned with the message and purpose of the play, and that each is the most effective way to tell the story. That's it for today's Theater History Thursday. What do you think? Could you perform with the precision and grace of Kunshi actors? Let us know in the comments, and we'll be back next week with more theater history.